We are built to be in community. We are made to be in community. And therefore, that's why we find so much value in good relationships.
We've talked about creating teams, systems, how even a solopreneur doesn't do it by themselves. But the reality that the glue that kind of makes all that engine run are relationships, right? And a small business can't run without them, and you talk about that quite a bit. What's the benefit of those relationships when things aren't going so great in your business?
There are many. Let me start with just saying that relationships aren't just important to business. They're important to us as humans. We are built to be in community. We are made to be in community. And therefore, that's why we find so much value in good relationships, right? It's not necessarily true in bad relationships, but so when you bring that into a business context, the important part is, like we said before, none of us operates a business by ourselves, not interacting with anybody. We interact with our clients. We interact with our teammates. We interact with our service providers and those that we provide service to. We interact, like it's all human interaction. In fact, in this relationship piece, one of the things that I like to talk about is the fact that the only real differentiator you have as a business is in those relationships. So the relationship you have with your client is the only way you can differentiate. Nobody can make or deliver any good or service that can't be reproduced by somebody else, right? Which means it's that experience that they have is the only way you can really make that difference. I had mentioned Ritz-Carlton earlier, right? They operate hotels. A lot of people operate hotels. What's different about them is the way they make you feel when you're there. A lot of organizations sell pet food. What makes the difference? The way you feel when you get that flowers after your pet passes away, right? So that's all relationship. Now, what does it feel like when it's like, how do you manage a relationship? It starts before you start to have the problems, hopefully, right? And the more effort you put into building relationships with your teammates, with your partners, with your clients, with everybody, the more work you put into that, meaning understand who they are. They are people. They're not just, it's not just machines exchanging data, right? They're people. Understand who they are. What makes them tick? What childhood wounds they have that they're bringing into the conversations, what childhood wounds you have that you're bringing into the conversations, what are your triggers, all of those things, right? It's normal human-to-human interaction. The more you understand that about even the people you might consider relatively insignificant in your day-to-day, the more you understand that, the less likely you will get into issues in the workplace and in running your business.